Welcome to Summer Madrid. In this video, we'll show Madrid as millions remember it. Sunny, full of impressive architecture, tastes, sounds, and colors. You'll see how you can spend 4 days in Madrid and visit the most spectacular places. We'll take a walk through the famous Retiro Park, visit an excursion to the Royal Palace and its gardens, and show you street art, central streets, museums, and other sights of this city. Stay tuned, as the most interesting part is yet to come. The area around the Prado Museum is the cultural heart of Madrid. It is home to one of the most famous art museums on the planet. The museum houses the works of Diego Velázquez, Francisco Goya, and Peter Paul Rubens. Nearby is the quiet Plaza de Murillo. It's a cozy place to relax, decorated with a fountain and greenery. In the center of the square is a monument to the artist Bartolomé Esteban Murillo, a master of the Spanish Baroque. We'll spend the rest of the day in the Retiro Park, one of the most beautiful parks in Europe. The Estanque Grande El Retiro is one of the most recognizable places in Madrid. It was created in the 17th century by order of King Felipe IV and was originally used for water shows and royal entertainment. Today, you can rent a boat and enjoy a relaxing walk on the water, surrounded by picturesque greenery. On the eastern bank of the pond stands the monument to King Alfonso XII. The statue stands on a majestic column surrounded by a semicircular colonnade. This monument was unveiled in 1922 and has become a center of attraction for tourists, street musicians, and locals. This site is great for photos and observing city life. Be sure to climb the steps to the monument, as this place offers one of the best views of the park. One of the most peaceful and cozy corners is hidden deep in the center of Retiro Park. Cascada Parque El Retiro is not the most touristy place, but here you can feel the magic of this place. You can sit by the pond and watch how the locals and tourists feed turtles, black swans, and colorful carp. These moments are especially enjoyed by children and those who are tired of the city bustle. Nearby is the famous Palacio de Cristal, built in 1887. It is a real architectural gem. Now, unfortunately, it is closed for reconstruction, but it makes an impression even from the outside. The Jardín del Parterre is one of the oldest gardens in the Retiro Park, designed in a strict French style. It was laid out in the 18th century by order of Felipe V. The oldest tree in Madrid, the Montezuma cypress, which is around 400 years old, stands in the center of this garden. This site is ideal for walks and photos, especially in the morning hours when it is especially quiet. Architecture lovers should not miss the Iglesia de San Jerónimo el Real on their way back. This 16th century Gothic church is located next to the Prado Museum. Formerly part of a royal monastery, it served as the coronation site for Spanish monarchs. Today, the church impresses with its carved facade, tall spires, and unbelievable interior design. The morning of the second day begins with a walk along Prado Avenue. This green boulevard connects the largest museums of Madrid. The Prado Museum is a stone and brick building with high columns, a statue of Velázquez at the main entrance, and a spacious square in front of the facade. Around it are well-kept lawns and alleys. Street artists often work along Prado Avenue, painting portraits and caricatures and selling copies of paintings. Nearby is the Fuente de Apolo, or de las Cuatro Estaciones. The fountain is decorated with sculptures of the four seasons, symbolizing reason and harmony. It's a great place to stop and take photos. Palacio de Cibeles is a former post office built in 1919 in a neo-Gothic style with modernist elements. Today, it is the Madrid City Hall and a cultural center. The snow-white facade with towers and decorative details makes it one of the most photogenic buildings in the city. There is also an observation deck on the tower. The National Archaeological Museum of Madrid houses unique finds from all over Spain, from prehistoric artifacts to Roman mosaics and Islamic art. The star attraction is the bust of the Lady of Elche. The exhibits are modern and interactive, and the building is spacious with an internal courtyard. Walking around the center, we notice the city's vibe: street cafes, people, facades. At the intersection of Gran Via rises the Metropolis building with a dome covered in golden stucco. Nearby is the sculpture Las Cuadrigas on the roof of Banco de España. Chariots harnessed by horses symbolize the power and movement of the capital. The Plaza de Oriente is located in front of the palace. It's a well-kept square with green lawns, symmetrical alleys, and a monument to Felipe IV. Along the perimeter of the square are statues of monarchs from different eras. Jardín del Lepanto is a small, symmetrical garden on the east side of the palace, which is ideal for a short stroll and photos. The Royal Palace of Madrid is the largest royal residence in Western Europe. It was built in the 18th century on the site of the old Alcazar fortress, destroyed by fire. The architecture style is late Baroque, with elements of classicism. The facade is decorated with columns, statues of Spanish kings, and symbols of the monarchy. There are more than 3,000 rooms inside the palace, some of which are open to the public. The most impressive rooms are the throne room, the Hall of Mirrors, the Royal Chapel, and the Armory, with a collection of medieval weapons. The Campo del Moro is a large garden behind the royal palace, created in the 19th century in the English style. It is quiet, there are few tourists, many shady alleys, fountains, and peacocks. It's a great place to relax After visiting the palace, picturesque views of the residence's western facade open up from here. After a busy day, we're going for an evening stroll through the center of Madrid. The city comes alive as dusk falls. The streets fill with music, street performers, and the smells of Spanish cuisine. Calle del Arenal is a pedestrian street that connects Plaza Oriente with Puerta del Sol. There are historic buildings, shops, restaurants, and the city's oldest theaters. The street is popular with locals and tourists, especially in the evening. One of the most popular gastronomical markets, Mercado de San Miguel, is also located in the city center. Here, you can try the best tapas, jamon, fresh seafood, and Spanish wines. It is open until late at night. On the way back in the taxi, the view of evening Madrid opens up. The city slowly becomes quiet, replacing the daytime bustle with evening coziness. This moment is the perfect end to the day. Just watch and enjoy the atmosphere. The third day begins with a visit to the Plaza Mayor, located in the very center of Madrid. It is surrounded by arcades and historic buildings dated to the 17th century. In the center stands a bronze statue of Felipe III, erected in 1616. Fairs, performances, and street shows are often held here. Since 1894, Chocolateria San Ginés has been a cult place for chocolate lovers. It serves the famous churros with thick hot chocolate, a traditional Spanish breakfast. The interior is decorated in a late 19th century style, with marble tables and photographs of celebrities. One of the most famous squares in Madrid and the geographical center of Spain is Puerta del Sol. It is home to the bronze statue of Carlos III on horseback and the sculpture of the bear and the strawberry tree, El Oso y el Madroño, the official symbol of the city. The square is always lively, popular with tourists, street performers, and as a starting point for walks. A stroll through the Madrid Historic Center will appeal to everyone. Narrow streets, old houses, and restaurants with deep history are located on every corner. The Restaurante La Catedral and Cerveceria Alemana is a place where Hemingway and Madrid academics loved to hang out. It's easy to imagine Cervantes and Lope de Vega walking on Calle del León. Their house museums can be seen along the way. Nearby is Calle Quevedo, named after another great writer of the Golden Age. From the square in front of the Congress of Deputies, you can see the neoclassical Parliament building. A little further on is the Teatro Reina de Victoria and the modern Galeria Canalejas, where boutiques coexist with historical interiors. And of course, don't leave without visiting the Museo del Jamón, where you can try jamon and tapas among the locals. The lake in the Casa de Campo Park is one of the favorite recreation places for Madrid residents. It is artificial, large, and well-maintained, with a promenade, restaurants, and boat rentals. Boating is a popular activity for both tourists and locals. Street artists often perform along the perimeter, and in good weather, there are views of the Royal Palace and the city centre. The last day of the trip begins with the Temple of Dibod. This ancient Egyptian sanctuary, dated to the 2nd century BC, was presented to Spain in 1968. It was transported from Nubia to save it from being flooded during the construction of the Aswan Dam. It is located in Parque de la Montaña, which also offers panoramic views of Madrid's west side. Next to the Temple of Dibod is one of the most photogenic corners of Madrid, the Rose Garden in Oeste Park. More than 500 varieties of roses bloom here from spring to autumn. Quiet alleys, arches, and fountains make this place ideal for a stroll or a short break from the heat. The green area on the hillside between the center of Madrid and the Moncloa district is called Parque Oeste. The park is home to the Arch of Victory and the Teleférico cable car that connects it to the Casa de Campo. There are jogging trails, shady alleys, and thanks to the difference in altitude, panoramic views of the west of Madrid. The Madrid Railway Museum has been located in the old Delicias station since 1880. There is a unique collection of steam, diesel, and electric trains from different eras inside. It is an interactive museum, so you can enter cabins and explore mechanisms and the miniature railway. On weekends, the vintage train, Tren de la Fresa, leaves the station from Madrid at 10 o'clock a.m. and arrives in Aranjuez at approximately 11 o'clock a.m. The museum is interesting not only for technology lovers, but also for those who want to see how transport developed in Spain. It's a great final point of our route, remarkable and educational. 4 days in Madrid went by so quickly. The architecture, food, city rhythm, and atmosphere made a strong impression. Share your favorite places to visit in Madrid in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. It means a lot to us.